Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I am Muhammad Abdul Habib. Welcome you all to EMS tutorial for accounts. In this video, I will be explaining about interest on securities. This chapter, income from other sources, in the book is divided into two topics. First, how to compute income from interest on securities. Then, other incomes which are to be included under the head, which are likely to come. यहाँ पे जो ये जो टॉपिक है इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेस, ये बुक में जो है ना दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करी हुई है. पहला पार्ट जो है वो कंप्यूटेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑन सिक्योरिटीज है. लेट्स डिस्कस व्हाट आर इंटरेस्ट ऑन सिक्योरिटीज. व्हेन एन इन्वेस्टर invest his money in bonds issued by government or debentures of a limited company, then interest received from them is considered as income from interest on in securities. अगर कोई इन्वेस्टर अपना पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं बॉन्ड्स इशूड बाय गवर्नमेंट और डिबेंचर्स ऑफ ए लिमिटेड कंपनी, तब वो बॉन्ड्स पे या फिर डिबेंचर्स ऑफ ए लिमिटेड कंपनी पे जो इंटरेस्ट आ रहा वो इन्वेस्टर को इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज इनकम फ्रॉम इंटरेस्ट ऑन सिक्योरिटीज. नेक्स्ट, इफ सिक्योरिटीज आर हेल्ड बाय द एसएससी एज पार्ट ऑफ स्टॉक, मतलब वो बंदा अपने बिजनेस के लिए सिक्योरिटीज हेल्ड कर रहा, देन इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज हिज बिजनेस इनकम. इफ द सिक्योरिटीज आर हेल्ड बाय द एसएससी एज पार्ट ऑफ स्टॉक, दैट इज if the assessee is a dealer in securities, then interest on securities will be treated as income from business. अगर वो जो है ना अपने बिजनेस के लिए रख रहा तो जो इंटरेस्ट ऑन सिक्योरिटीज मिल रहा it will be treated as income from business. अब यहाँ पे हम एक पॉइंट पढ़े थे कि how to calculate income from other sources. The method of accounting followed by the assessee will be considered whether he is following cash system or mercantile system. ठीक. If the assessee is following cash system of accounting, then we will be calculating interest on securities according to cash system, that is receipt system. If he is following mercantile system, then then interest on securities will be calculated on due basis. If nothing has been mentioned whether the assessee is following cash basis or mercantile basis, then make an assumption that the assessee is following mercantile system, that is due basis. For computing income under this head, the following points are to be considered. First point, gross interest is to be included in total income of the assessee. Gross interest क्या है? Net interest plus tax deducted at source. It becomes gross interest. तो total income में जो हम include करेंगे वो सिर्फ gross interest include करेंगे. Next, arrears of interest received is taxable in the year of receipt if not taxed earlier. Arrears का मतलब क्या? पहले से कुछ पैसे रुके हुए थे, अगर वो पैसे आ गए, arrears of interest received is taxable in the year of receipt. कोई साल के पैसे अगले सालों में successive years में अगर आप receive करें, then it will be taxable in the year of receipt if they are not taxed earlier. Next, interest accrues on due date and not according to time. यहाँ पे जो interest का calculation रहता वो due date के हिसाब से रहता, वक्त के हिसाब से नहीं रहता. Interest may be paid either quarterly or half yearly or yearly, and if such details are not given in the problem, then make an assumption that interest is paid every half yearly. तो यहाँ पे जो interest on securities पे करेंगे, it can be paid either quarterly or half yearly or yearly. अगर आपको क्वेश्चन में कुछ डिटेल्स दिए हुए नहीं है कि इंटरेस्ट जो पे कर रहे हैं वो क्वार्टरली पे कर रहे हैं, हाफ ईयरली पे कर रहे हैं या ईयरली पे कर रहे हैं, then make an assumption that interest are being paid on every half yearly. What are the due dates? The due dates, if due dates are not mentioned in the question, then 30th September and 31st March are to be taken as due dates. Next, interest is always calculated on face value of the security, that is not on the book value or on the market value. So ये जो securities पे आप जो interest calculate करेंगे, it is always calculated on the face value, not on the market value. Next, interest accrues to the person on whose name the securities stand, that is ownership, on due date of interest. जिस दिन आप इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं उस दिन जो बंदे के नाम पे वो सिक्योरिटीज रहते हैं वो बंदे के लिए आप वो बंदे को इंटरेस्ट जाएगा. ऑन ड्यू डेट ऑफ ट्रांसफर. नेक्स्ट, प्रॉफिट और लॉस ऑन सेल ऑफ सिक्योरिटीज विल नॉट कम अंडर दिस हेड. अगर आप वो सिक्योरिटीज आप बेच रहे तब आपको अगर फायदा हुआ या नुकसान हुआ, it will not be recorded under this head, interest on securities, and will be included in capital gain. It will come under the head capital gains. But if investments is held as a part of stock in trade of business, then the same will be included under the head profit and gains from business or profession. अगर आप अपना जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है, जो सिक्योरिटीज है, अगर आप वो बेच रहे और उस पर प्रॉफिट हो या लॉस हो, इट इज नॉट रिकॉर्डेड अंडर दिस हेड, इट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड अंडर कैपिटल गेन्स. और यही से कि इन्वेस्टमेंट अगर वो बंदा जो है ना एज स्टॉक इन ट्रेड मतलब अपने बिजनेस के लिए रख रहा, तब जो प्रॉफिट आएगा इट विल कम अंडर द हेड प्रॉफिट और गेन्स फ्रॉम बिजनेस और प्रोफेशन. Hope you have liked my video, and if you like my video, do subscribe to my channel Ins Tutorial for Accounts. And if you are a new subscriber to my channel, don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications. Do like my video, post your valuable comments, and do share it with your friends, relatives and all. Your one share can help someone to learn something. See you all in next video with a new topic, types of securities. Thanks for your valuable time. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.